and I am the Communications Director at Barron Industries. So you may wonder, how did I get this job? How did I get this gig? Well, I happen to be married to the third generation owner of the family business, Bruce Barron, for 34 years. So I guess I think that I've really earned it, but don't tell him that. But seriously though, I've only been with the company 5 years, and I started after retiring from a 30-year journalism career. I was a news reporter for many print and broadcast media outlets across Canada and the US. And so essentially, I've gone from reporting on many different things, locally, nationally, internationally, from feature stories to business. And now my only story is Barron Industries. And I'm happy and honored and thankful to be able to tell it to you. So thank you for listening. Barron Industries. As I said, it's a family-owned business. It is a complete turnkey manufacturer of high-quality engineered metal parts for safety-critical industries. So our customers are aerospace and defense, oil and gas, specialty automotive, medical, space, communication satellites, and many other commercial industries. When we say full service, it means we are completely vertically integrated. So we do everything from design for manufacturing, to rapid prototypes, to mixing and melting the metal and pouring it to make the castings. And then we go to secondary finishing, the grinding and the coating. We also have completely in-house CNC machining, non-destructive testing, and assembly and packaging. We'll also do complete supply chain management for you, for our customers who want low-cost offshore production. We have strategic partnerships with companies in India and across the US, where we basically take the order, manage the whole production process for you, inspect all the parts before they get to you. So even though it's being shipped out overseas, we still manage and make sure that castings are just as high quality as the ones we produce right here in Oxford, Michigan. So we've come a long way. As you might have seen, the title of my talk is 100 Years of Metal Casting Innovation. And that's right. We are going to be basically celebrating 100 years in the metal casting business as a family-owned company next year. So, you know, we think that's pretty great, but I'm not only saying that because my name's on the company, but we've earned numerous industry awards for our castings over the years. We've achieved the highest certifications. We're AS9100D. We are also NADCAP certified, so that's the National Aerospace and Defense Accreditation Program, and we are certified for our aerospace and defense work. So, 100 years. How did we accomplish that? And you may be thinking, well, probably technology has something to do with it. Of course, we've been continually advancing through those many years to become quicker, leaner, and better. So we've also, with the incorporation of 3D printing technology, I can safely say that our manufacturing process can offer more design and material flexibility than any other metal component manufacturing process. So, flashback to the beginning. 1923, Joe Barron founded a Detroit foundry. Much different from the operation Barron is today. It produced large castings, mostly for the exploding automotive industry. A favorite story I like to tell is the story of during the Depression when Joe personally delivered parts to Henry Ford, and Henry paid him cash for those castings. So it's nice roots in Detroit. These castings that they produced at the foundry, again, they were huge. They were from 500 pounds to 60 tons, mostly iron and ductile iron, large castings. That company operated for 69 years in Detroit. And 10 years before it closed, the company acquired an investment casting company in Oxford, Michigan in 1984. Investment casting, you ask, many of you probably know what it is, but I'll give you the short version of it. It is a process by which it's got nothing to do with you have to spend a lot, like it's not a big investment thing, but investment casting makes parts by investing patterns into a ceramic slurry to create a ceramic mold. So each part that we turn out in metal starts with a replica or a pattern of the final part in wax. Traditionally, it's been wax. Now, we're happy to say we also 3D print our patterns. Once we have the pattern that we produce in-house, we dip it into a ceramic slurry, and that creates the mold for it. The ceramic slurry, we create the mold around the part. It takes about 3 days, including drying time, to get this mold produced. After we have the mold produced, we then burn out the wax or the 3D printed material to form the cavity into which the metal is going to be poured. Much different process than the old sand casting we did in the Detroit foundry. This is not for big parts. This is for very detailed, precision, complex parts. You can achieve greater detail, tighter tolerances with this process. It's an old process, goes back thousands of years. The Egyptians used it to make earrings for their queens. So you can imagine the detail there. So it's why we have so many aerospace and defense customers that need the thin walls and lightweighting that our process can provide. Wow, I can't believe them. Wow, this 10 minutes went fast, and a ton of stuff. Okay, most important stuff, how do we incorporate 3D printing? So as I mentioned, we make now stereolithographic patterns. By 3D printing them, speeds up the process. Instead of taking weeks to make a tool, by machining it, and then inject the wax into the tool, we just 3D the patterns, and that's how we dip into the ceramic slurries and make the molds, and the rest of the process is as per the traditional investment casting process. We're not just a foundry though. As I said, with the advent of 3D printing, we're a digital foundry, and we're not too many other like us that are totally vertically integrated, one-stop shop from the pouring to the CNC machining. We have 16 CNC machining centers, including a 5-axis mill, and we have, basically we're doing cone-like shaped aerospace parts that require both inside and outside machining, and you can do those in basically 2 setups. So we also have in-house CMM, coordinate measuring machines, so we do all the quality in-house. And I guess I'm out of time. Sorry, I had so many more cards. How did that go so fast? But anyway, only thing I want to say is come visit us. We're in Oxford Township. We went from a 13,000 square foot plant when we started in Oxford to 75,000, all basically the corner of Oakwood and M24. And if you really want to see how a part gets made from start to finish, from pouring the metal to machining to assembly, you can see it all at our plant. Please come. Thank you so much.